From the Adirondack Mechanic Files, this is a presentation of Baseball Stars. You're at twitch.tv/AdirondackRick. We are presenting to you this matchup between the Adirondack Mechanic Fives and the Spiral Cave Bunnies. Hi everyone, Adirondack Rick being joined by Norris Dredden. We've got ourselves another great competition here between the Adirondack Mechanic Fives and the Spiral Cave Bunnies, and we really got to talk about this losing streak here for the Adirondack Mechanic Fives because things are hurting pretty badly now for the Mechanic Fives.
Definitely. 2-6 in the standings. Calls for the manager's head. Fans are wearing paper bags now. They sit behind home plate. They've been asked to leave, but they keep coming back.
Kind of like the New York Mets crowd, except for, well, maybe the Mets don't attend the games because they get yelled at by their owner.
I was more talking about the Red Sox this week. They're both pretty bad.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, are you ready for this game?
Yes.
Let's begin this thing. Iceman on the mound for the Bunnies. Here is Anachu on the mound for the Mechanic Fives. And to start off the game, we got the Spiral Cave Bunnies. So up first is Z-Man, 384 hitter. Pops us up, a foul. Striking on the first pitch. Z-Man awaits, and the delivery by Anachu is inside for ball one. Another inside pitch, ball two.
Really trying to keep them off the plate.
Strike two, 2-2. Swung on a miss, strike three. Got Z-Man fooled with a pitch that went outside. Here's Coconut Ed right back to the pitcher for out number two. Small Fires leading the league now with 5 home runs, 514 hitter. Got it over the plate for strike one. Outside, ball two, 2-1. 2 away, Small Fires waits. Right over to center field, that's a base hit. So Small Fires is on first. With 2 away, Moonrisen Phoenix. Solid hit right there for Small Fires. Moon popping this over towards right field. It's going back, hitting the back of the wall. Hitting over to third, staying on there, and Moonrisen Phoenix is on with a double. So runners on second and third with 2 away for Sigil.
Outruns kill you.
Right back to the pitcher, fires to first, side retired, so 2. Left on base.
What a way of getting out of that. Inning there, runners in scoring position, getting the out to save themselves. It's early, but it feels good to get out of that situation.
Absolutely agree. So as we now head to the bottom of the first, one of the biggest things that the Adirondack Mechanic Fives need to do is start hitting some consistent, or piecing together some consistent hits.
You gotta get on base to score, right? That's part one of that.
Correct. So we start out at the bottom of the first with the Iron Dragon Tracy. Iceman delivers. Tracy pops this up. And underneath it for the first out is Moon Risen Phoenix. One away.
That's not how you help your team there.
All Dog pops this over to center. Smile Fires gets underneath it for out number 2. Iceman now. No runs have been scored going into this game. 18 2/3 innings. Pop this up. This could fall in for a single, as not getting there in time was Coconut Ed. Going back to first. On with a single is Snow Bear. So here's Silly Person, a chance to do some damage, maybe, with 2 away. Strikes at a pitch in the dirt. Inside ball 2, 2-1, 2 away. Pops this up over towards foul side of right. And it'll fall into the stands for a souvenir. Not sure why Coconut Ed was tracking it down. Hit down the right field side or the first base side. For out number 3, side retired. So a couple of quick innings here, no score on the bun.
Definitely some rough outage here.
So we have the top of the second inning. Mr. Cab, 303 hitter. Shoe delivers down the right, foul down the first base side. 0-1. Mr. Cab swinging, picked up, scooped up, hit over to first for the first out, getting it right to Shock Ninja. Malchior now up to bat, batting 7th. Pops this up over towards the center field side. And Snow Bear's underneath it for out number 2. Catcher is Angel of Sin. 2 away. Pops this up. Honored Shoe gets underneath it. For out number 3. Side retired. So no runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left at the middle of the second. No score on the bun.
Start with pitcher's duel here, guys. Which is really not good if you're the mechanic line.
So bottom of the second, Iceman delivering. We have the 5, 6, and 7 hitters for the Adirondack Mechanic 5s. Starting off with Shock Ninja, who hits this right to Z-Man for out number 1. Trapperell swings at a pitch in the dirt, strike 1. How's the home base umpire doing with their balls and strikes calls so far?
Well, it's easy to call balls in the dirt. I haven't really had a tough call. The pitchers are bouncing the ball.
That's through the gap for a base hit. Okay, we'll head to Panzer Dave, who pops this up. It's Wildfire's getting under there just in time for out number 2. A little dangerous for a bit there. Hit over to third, over to second, just in time for out number 3. Side retired. So they get the 1 hit, but leave them stranded. Looking at the retrieval there by Small Fires. So we head to the bottom of the lineup, starting off with Iceman. To start off the top of the third, it's your turn, Nora.
See if we can get some base runners right now. I think combined we've got 1, 2, 3 base runners total. 4. Between the 2 teams. We got all 1. Iceman is really getting close to getting hit by that pitch. Pop up to third base and nothing doing. Back to the top of the lineup here with Anachu. easy, man. Got another long fly ball, but easily handled. Field. So Coconut up to bat. Can we break this streak? Going back to left field. And drops in for a base hit. Up here, making it ball one. That's borderline there. That is dangerous. 1-2 count. She's playing with his food at this point. Third ball. Comes in, makes us all even at 3-2. And really bad decision there by him. Sure if his arm's getting tired or if just losing control here.
Getting the conference on the mound right now is Anachu. As now we have Moon, Risen Phoenix with a runner on first and second. Get a base hit. Last time up, got stranded on second.
Swinging at first pitch. This looks like it's going to stay in the park. And no damage done. 2 runners stranded.
Yeah, it's tough to leave another 2 on the base pass here for the Spiral K Bunnies, but good work by Anachu, and now Anachu will lead off the bottom of the third, Nora.
Always interesting having your pitchers hit. Always scary. But this one's going to be over.
I have no idea what that throw was afterwards.
No one does. We've got the top of the lineup back up here with Tracy, so we'll see if we can get some action. Right, first pitch, we're swinging at foul ball. And both of our pitchers favoring that outside box, getting away from the batters tonight. Nice little slider coming in. For a 2-1 count, or 1-2 count, sorry. And looking strikeout.
Get a replay of that one right here. Ah, right over the corner of the plate.
Iceman's first strikeout of the night. Solid base hit. Snowbird bat. Again for the fences tonight. 2 for 2 from Snow Bear. Silly up with runners in scoring position. Chopper to second baseman for the easy. Again, 2 runners stranded, no runs scored.
I'm just surprised the fact that they had to throw to second there as opposed to getting the tag, but I mean, I'm not going to question the decision of that second baseman. But they do leave 2 more on base for the Adirondack Mechanic 5s. End of 3, still no score on the bun. Comment from chat, does this game have bad weather? No, it does not. It's always sunny and beautiful here at the stadium. Hit by pitches? Yep, you can get hit by one. So 5, 6, 7 hitters coming up here for the Spiral K Bunnies with, once again, Noristra on the call.
Got Anachu still on the mound. Both teams really aggressive tonight, swinging at that first pitch. This one's going to drop in for a base hit. That will bring up Mr. Oh, we're getting a pitcher change. We'll bring up Mr. Cab to the bat.
Yep, Lenofist is now on the mound for the Mechanic 5s. definitely notice that the arm strength for Anachu getting down there. So three innings for Anachu, responsible for the runner on first base.
With the aggression here, going after that first pitch again, but is going to have a shallow pop up. Brings up Knockyer. Off of the foul ball on the first pitch he sees. Count up to the dirt, and 1-2 count looking. And the swinging strikeout.
Yeah, that was a beautiful pitch that got Melchior fooled.
Get a nice chopper to third to get the final out. And no damage. So Anachu in the night, giving a couple of base hits, but no damage.
So Iceman still on the mound, has not given up a run yet in this game, has not given up a run this season. Bottom of the fourth, 5, 6, and 7 hitters coming up here, starting off with Shock Ninja.
Now inside, all over the place. Get a nice easy field out to the shortstop. Tramp's going to swing at the first pitch and get a base hit. Tramp's also 2 for 2 now on the night. Brings up hands for Dave. Take that first one and watch it foul. Oh, we've got a stolen base, and oh, he's thrown out on the bases. So Tramp with an out on the steal.
Look at that, just in time, too, to apply the tag.
Bring us to a 1-1 count on Dave. No runners in. Count. Chopper to second, which is going to again. No damage done.
So we've reached the end of 4 innings, still no score. Who's going to be the first to break today? Iceman, 4 innings on the mound, has not given up a run. And then now in the second inning of work, we'll get the 9, 1, and 2 batters to start off this top of the 5th. So Iceman retired first time up, wastes the delivery from Leno. Hits us up. This will fall in for a base hit into shallow center. And brought back in by Snow Bear. So Iceman is on with a base hit. Here's Z-Man. Z-Man hitting this over towards left field. It is going to stay in play, and underneath it goes Yarn Dragon Tracy for the out. Iceman retreating back to first. This hit deep. It is going to go back to the wall. However, because Iceman had to sit there at first and worry if somebody was going to come and catch that, only could advance to second. So Coconut Ed on first, Iceman on second. Smile fires 5 home runs, leads the league, 11 RBIs. This would be a real...
I don't think there are many better people to be in this position than Small Fires here. 527, 5 home runs. If I'm Leno, I'm thinking about putting him on first.
And Leno fires outside, ball 1. Gets that over the play for strike 1. Leno delivers. Popped up into the air. Smile fires going to deep center. And this is going to go over the wall. It's a home run. Smile fires number 6 on the season. 3-run shot. Makes it 3-0.
That was a poor decision by Leno throwing that pitch there.
Here's Moon Risen Phoenix at left field. This crush, but foul. The 0-2 hammered down the left field line. This is gone. Back to back. And that is going to do it for Leno. As Kiki comes out here in the top of the 5th, and the Spiral K Bunnies now with a 4-0 lead. Kiki delivers inside to Sigil. Gets Sigil to strike outside. Nice, nasty curve. 1-2. Hit down the third base side, scooped up and fired over for the out. 2 away. Mr. Cab. Right over to Silly Person for out number 3. But back-to-back jacks. 4-0. Spiral K Bunnies lead. Midway through the game on the bun. And you could tell, Nora, the mood of the dugout for the Adirondack Mechanic 5s changed significantly when that home run hit.
Absolutely. This game, the minute they decided not to walk Smellfires, that dugout erupted. You knew this was coming. I just don't see how you can keep your job much longer. You gotta put wins on the board, and that is not how you do it. But let's see if they can respond here in the bottom of the 5th and get some action going. The bottom of the lineup here.
So start off with Archangel Sax here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 4-0 in favor of the Spiral K Bunnies. Hoping to make this a 4-game win streak. Iceman delivers. This is going to get through into center field. That's a base hit for Angel of Sin. I'm sorry, not Angel of Sin. Kiki now up to bat. That's Archangel Sax who's on first. Kiki inside. 1-1 from Iceman. Head over, fires to second for 1 to first. Not in time, so 1 out. It's Archangel Sax is retired. Now here's Yarn Dragon Tracy looking at a pitch outside. Ball 1. Iceman losing a little bit of velocity here. And right over to... Nice stop by Z-Man.
What a catch.
That will get through for a base hit.
And let's talk about that catch there. Had he not made that catch, that hit there scores a run.
That goes through the gap. That is a base hit. Scooped up by Coconut Ed, who will get it back into the infield. Here's Silly Person, hits this over. This is going to fall in. That's a base hit. That's a score. Gets right by Coconut Ed, who's tracking it down. Another run scores. First 2 runs of the season scored against Iceman. And it's 4-2 Spiral K Bunnies.
At some point, you have to get lucky in it. His velocity's way down. Not confident right now.
Right over to Z-Man, who fires to first. Side retired, but not before the Adirondack Mechanic 5s halves the deficit. It's 4-2 after 5 here on the bun. I would say going... What is that? 22 innings without allowing a run? That's a solid performance still.
This is fantastic.
So as we head to the top of the 6th inning, the bottom 3 on deck here for the Bunnies. Kiki delivers to Melchior. Right over to Shock Ninja, fires to first for the first out to Silly Person. Yeah, 22 and 2/3 innings. Actually, I'll have to get the correct number there. Anyways, back over to first, Silly Person for the second out. Here's Iceman. Swung out of it, strike 1. This is going to be over to first in time for the third out. Side retired. So the bottom 3 go in order. 4-2 in favor of the Spiral K Bunnies. As we head to the bottom of the 6th.
You gotta be feeling good if you're the Mechanic 5s right now. Got a little bit of damage, but you've got work to do here.
Yep.
You gotta chip away at this lead, but you've also got to chip away the wall that is Iceman. I don't expect him to come out here and be happy about giving up those 2 runs.
So we start off with Tramp Royal. Looks at a ball inside. And still outside. And even more outside. And still outside. Pager Dave, what was that? By Z-Man into center field. And it's going to be second and third with nobody retired.
I wonder... Got confidence, nice man. Get out of this. But...
That's gonna fall in for a base hit. 1 run will score. It's 4-3, and that will do it for Iceman. As here comes Fred to take over to face off against the pitcher responsible for the 2 runs on second and first. So Fred now being asked to get us through this bottom of the 6th.
On a little chop bunt, but it is going to stay foul.
0-1 to Kiki. Trying to bunt it, but looks at a strike. Roller to short. Fires to second for 1, and then everyone else is safe. So we head to the top of the lineup. Tracy coming up here. Yarn Dragon Tracy. Taking care of some old business. Proa, thank you very much for the sub. And also Silly Person giving a gifted sub to Smile Fires. Thank you for doing that. There's Silly Person 996.
That is crazy.
Yarn Dragon Tracy looks inside. Ball 1 from Fred. Fred delivers. Just over the edge of the plate, strike 1. Inside, ball 2, 2-1. Swung at a pitch in the dirt, strike 2. 2-2, Yarn Dragon Tracy, 1 away. And foul will do it again. Inside ball 3. And outside for ball 4, the bases are loaded for all dog.
I don't hate that decision. Make a force at every base. You've got one out. A double play gets you out of the inning. Whereas a fielder's choice to get the runner out at first or out at home, you're still in trouble. This at least gives you a chance to get out of it.
So here is all dog. Right back to the pitcher. And everyone retreats. Big out right there.
Huge out. Would have liked to have gotten 2 out of it, but the quick play, quick heads up to keep the runner stationary at third. Now you're 1 out of getting out of this inning and saving the damage.
Yeah, that was a smooth catch there by Fred. Snowbear, 304 hitter. This goes over the head. That's a base hit. We're tied past Coconut. The Mechanic Fives will take the lead.
They're going to push for it. Oh, everyone's going to hold up.
They thought about it after they got back into the infield. 5-4 down the first base line. Side retired. But 3 runs for the Adirondack Mechanic Fives. They now lead 5-4 after 6 on the bun. What a huge turnaround.
Absolutely. If you're Iceman, Fred, you feel horrible about that. You had this. Now, not only have you taken the win away from Iceman, but now you've out here. Get this back in.
This hit pretty well, but going foul. Strike. Z-Man 1-2. It's ball 2. I'm also forgetting that this is your inning, Nora. Fired over to first. It's the first out. Before I give it to you, do want to thank Moon Risen Phoenix for 40 months. Also, Silly Person gifting a sub to Late Bit as well. Thank you very much for that. Nora, your turn.
All right. Oh, we've got Coconut up to bat with 1 out here. Let's see what Kiki has decided they're going to do here. First pitch. This is way back. Challenge to the wall, and it is gone. We're back to 5-5.
And here's the replay of that right now. That was crushed.
Took us quite a bit to get our first run, but now the floodgates are open and we are swinging. Those ball one way outside. And staying even further outside, afraid of small fires here after that 3-run shot earlier. That's got a challenge in the middle there. Short chopper to second base. That will get small fire the biggest threat on the board. First time being thrown out, by the way. Run. Phoenix immediately is hitting a chopper out to the outfield. So Sigil to bat. Another little short chopper, this time to third base. It is going to get Phoenix out. Fielder's choice, ending the inning.
But that home run was huge.
Absolutely. It's back to 5-5. Running out of time here. Someone's got to put it together, put a lead together, and hold on or try to race to the finish here.
Yeah, Mechanic 5s really need to get this win here to get themselves back on track. I think that big inning helped them out.
Shock Ninja up here is going to immediately pop out. And we're back after these first pitches. This one looks like it's gonna be trouble. And it's down for a base hit. Gonna make it a double. Fielder's lost the ball.
Yeah, you can just see how this here just floated up, but Coconut Ed couldn't get there in time.
Done, a little misdirection on the wind. Little chop base hit for Kansas City. He's gonna take it into a triple. The RBI and the triple. Sacks here, and Fred is keeping it away. Gets one over the middle here, and bringing another run. Pitcher, who is questionable at swinging.
Just trying to move that base runner over.
Chopper to third. Oh, the relay man gets in the way. That is a bad choice by the shortstop there to get in the way of that ball. Might have had a play.
Look at this cutoff.
It's close still without the cutoff, but that cutoff guaranteed that we were going to have to save it a second. Off the line up here.
What a defensive stop that was.
Not before the damage is done. We're back to 7-5.
Solid line of hitting there, but right at the worst spot possible. And Mel making up for that cutoff by tagging the runner on the way from second to third and then getting the runner at second to retire the side.
Up our 6, 7, and 8 hitters here. Mr. Cab up and immediately take that ball. He's very leery about throwing that ball over the plate. Trying to get them to swing at it. 1-2 count.
By the way, Kiki is in line for the win since they're the pitcher on record while they took the lead.
Absolutely. Got to hold on to it as Cap gets a base hit, maybe a double, turning it into a double. Take one down the right field line again.
Just like the same way as Mr. Cab did it.
Practically the same spot, which now we've got 2 runners in scoring position. Back-to-back doubles here. Angelo set up, and this one not as threatening. Looks like it's going to fall. Oh, it falls in for a base hit. Maybe turn it to a double. We're going to get 2 runs in. Oh, we're going to stretch it all the way to a triple.
It's an inside the Parker.
Oh my! What fantastic base running they playing. And questionable fielding. That Earl Cave has taken the lead again. We are back to 8-7 in this.
This is a good game.
Fred, who's going to quickly ground out. First out of the inning, which brings the top of the order Z-Man up. 1 out. All of this one, is it enough? I don't think so, but it is going to drop in for at least a double. Z-Man finally on the board after striking out in the first inning and then grounding out in all of the other at-bats. Here we are with Coconuts getting another base hit. Smallfires, who is 3 of 4 with home run, base hit, a walk, fly out in the last inning. I think if you're Kiki here, you load the bases. You don't let fires continue to cause problems. You have to.
I mean, you say so, but the game decides differently.
It does. Speed pitch here. This one's going to go foul, but at this point, yes, you've got 0-2, but do you really feel comfortable throwing that strike? It's going to get by to the wall. That's going to be... Let's try to stretch it for a double. Wisely thought better of that at the moment. Bold choice there.
All right, then.
To be fair, if Coconuts had gotten into gear a little bit faster, that probably is a double, but we're going to get a throw down here to second base, and the pitcher got in the way. That's twice tonight. We've got the second base, the shortstop, and the pitcher taking the throwback, and stolen base. Here with the interesting...
I just don't know anymore.
Interesting choice to throw it home, keep the runner at, then get the out instead of the other way around. But yes, I don't think I'm rarely speechless.
1,
that one's a new
2, 3.
With a solid hit to left field, gonna score 2 runs. Looks like we're gonna get a double out of that as well. Mr. Cab, who's gonna follow suit with another solid hit to the right side.
This is Mr. Cap's second time up this inning.
It is. To Malchior, who had a double on his last at bat. He's definitely getting that's 7.1 here. Oh, saying not to tag, but take the out.
I mean, it does end the inning.
That's
7 runs.
That was a rule.
That was an inning. That was an inning. I don't know what to say about that, Nora.
I mean, you've got... there's so much to unpack from that inning. Where to start?
All right, so while we wait for the warm-up pitches here for the bottom of the 8th, then Pain Train, thank you very much for the 50 months. Silly Person gifting $9.98 to Snow Bear. And Drew a Conclusion, thank you very much for the 80 months as well. Much appreciated. Much love and Adiron bunnies in chat for all these. As we get to the bottom of the 8th, Nora.
Can we have some normal baseball?
No.
Get a solid hit to right field here. Stretch it to a double. There. And it's time. See.
Yeah, we're gonna go to late bit now. The pitcher. This would be a save situation, wouldn't it? Up by 5 with 6 outs left to go.
I would consider this a save. Right hitting the win here. Assuming things hold, which that's questionable.
Yeah, I know.
We got Snow Bear over here dropping, but is going to be retired.
Moonrise and Phoenix there to get the catch.
Silly, who's going to foul it back to our catcher tonight, who has not had much action. Finally, able to do something. Behind the plate there tonight. Sorry, Angel Sin behind the plate tonight. The Spiral game.
Not doing for the Adirondack Mechanic 5. Still 12-7 as we head to the top of the 9th inning. Nora,
Yep, Angel.
no, who's sponsoring this game today?
Today's sponsor is definitely 5 Hour Energy. Because you're going to need it if you're pitching this much and running the bases this much.
5 Hour Energy as opposed to 4 Hour Energy?
I mean, it's an extra hour for the same price. That is not FDA. The 5 Hour Energy is not FDA approved. Please see the warning labels, and assuming this much caffeine can make your
Just today only, Moonrise and Phoenix. It was a one-time only thing.
it was like a $5. Oh, like the $5 footlongs. Remember when footlongs used to cost $5?
Yes. From that one place that doesn't sponsor us anymore, and they know what they did.
Oh.
The check bounced. It was as stale as their
strange.
bread.
It was strange that they actually sent a rubber check. I was not expecting it.
It's kind of like the meat, kind of chewy. And not in the good way.
It did have a little odd texture. I did take it.
Yes. Top of the 9th inning, starting off with Angel of Sid, your catcher. 312 hitter now. Hits it over to third, Tramp Royale to first for the first out. Here's late bit. Down the right field, or the right first base line, but going foul.
Its first appearance here tonight.
Kiki delivers slowly. And this goes over first base side. Silly person. What the heck was that?
Just turn the cameras off as soon as they make the play, because they are not here tonight. Neither team.
What was this throw?
I've seen better throws.
All right, Z-Man up. Hits us over towards the gap. Gonna fall on in. Scooped up by Snow Bear. And runner on second with 2 away. Here's Coconut Ed. Popped up to the air. Kiki's gonna get underneath it. And makes the catch. Side retired. So final gasp of air for the Adirondack Mechanic 5s. They're down by 5, but that's their lucky number.
I need a lot more luck tonight.
Question from Chad: are we watching baseball or banana ball the way these players are playing? Yes.
I watched Banana Ball recently. No, Banana Ball's much better.
So Late Bit gets ready to fire to Tramp Royale. Pops this up into the air. Tracking it down. Melchior for the first out. Here's Panzer Dave. It's this. This is going to get through. That is a base hit. Scooped up by Small Fires. And Panzer Dave is on with a single.
A lot more of those to keep us going.
Archangel Sax now. 0-1 down the third base side. Fires over to second. Gets that out, but not going to get the run at first. So 2 away. Kiki to save this. Not going to save it with a swing on a miss. Swung on a miss. Strike 2. Final chance. Swung on a miss. Strike 3, and the ball game is over. Back and forth in the bottom or the final innings. And the Spiral K Bunnies win 12-7 to win their 4th in a row.
That's feeling. 7,000 attendance. Nice crowd for the night. It's a safe drive home.
So the Spiral K Bunnies win their 3rd series, and they now improve to 7-2 of the season. Like every time the Spiral K or the Adirondack Mechanic 5s came back in this game, they just kept pulling away. The Spiral K Bunnies did.
Absolutely. Some of it questionable choices. I really feel like the moment of the game is leaving Smile Fires at the plate to bat, getting that 3-run, just absolutely swung this game, busted open, really put them on their heels. But it just
so the Spiral K Bunnies get ready to host a 4-game holiday week series coming up here next weekend. The Mechanic 5s finally got the bats going, and they finally got some runs on the board. However, they've got to work on stopping the Spiral K Bunnies from scoring.
Defense across the board. Both teams tonight were really sloppy. Very unlike either one of them. Just throws were very questionable. Not sure what's going on there. Surely will have.
There's definitely some defensive relapses going on. So with that, we would like to thank you all for being here. Nora, would you like to say anything before you wrap up your day here?
I don't have much to plug. I haven't been streaming much. Been super busy with life, but
well,
you have the opportunity.
Somebody's got to make the deliveries.
But support your local high school and youth league officials. Come out there, join us. You can find your league, National Federation of High School. NFHS is the organizing body that handles most high schools across the country, except for Texas, which we use NCAA football rules, Federation rules, your local chapters, your local officiating groups, your local league. We need people. We do. Even if you don't think you can do it, it's not hard. It's learning the rules. It's being there, and the game can't be played without the officials.
Well said. So a 4-game series for the Spiral K Bunnies hosting, and we will see you next time here for more Baseball Stars. Until then, we still could use some signups for people to join me in the booth for the Memorial Day weekend series. So if you are interested, you could go ahead and click the form that is here in chat every once in a while, and we do thank you for joining us here. So until Friday, the Spiral K Bunnies win once again, winning 12-7. This has been a production of The Bund. Thank you all for watching.